Hi. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you've been having a lovely day and a lovely week. So in this video, I want to show you a website and demonstrate it to you, a website that will help you design and create a resume or a CV that Canadian employers will not be able to resist. And this is not just Canadian employers. So even if you're in Nigeria, in the UK, in Australia, whatever country you are in, this resume website is going to help you design resumes and CVs that would make you stand out. One thing that I need to emphasize, especially in Canada, and I think it works for everywhere in the world, is that if you want to get a job, your resume and your cover letter are two of the most important documents that you must spend the most time in. And for your CV and resume, you must show the keywords that will actually attract the employer and make them know that you are actually qualified to do the job, and not just qualified, that you can actually do the job. Yeah, so that is what your CV does. So let's go to the website now. Let me demonstrate to you how to create a winning CV using that website. Let's go there now. So we are now looking at the website. The name of the website is myperfectresume.com, and I'm going to put the link in the description below. So what you're seeing now on the website is you're seeing um, the page saying create your perfect resume today, build a resume for the job you want, and this website will help you every step of the way with tools, guides, and expert advice. Try the resume today. It's fast and it is backed up by experts. Now you have two options. You either import an existing resume. So if you already have a resume and you think is working, you can import it, and then of course you would fine tune it, or you can build my resume today. So you can actually start from scratch. And they're saying that this website gives you 30% higher chances of getting a job, 42% higher response rates from recruiters, which is above the industry statistics for most industries. Yeah. So let's start with build my resume today. Now, if you wanted to also, they have also build a cover letter. They have a cover letter builder, cover letter examples, cover letter templates, cover letter formats. They also have a resume builder, resume templates, and all of that. Different kinds of builders. And the reason why I'm putting this is because I know that a lot of people are struggling with CVs. They want to know, like, how am I supposed to build my CV? So this should help you. So if you're really, really interested in getting a job, you need to actually spend some time on this website. So if you click on build my resume today, you will see the options. It's just 3 simple steps. Select a template from our library of professional designs, build your resume with our industry specific bullet points, download your resume, print it out, and you're ready to go. Yeah. So create my resume, you click on that. Now, how long have you been working? This is the part where it starts asking you questions about yourself so that it can build a resume for you, and they will find you the best templates for your experience level. Yeah, so include internships, unpaid jobs, and volunteer work. So we're going to say, stay in the middle, 3 to 5 years. I've been working 3 to 5 years. And then I would want to choose this one. So for Canada, it's always good to choose like almost a plain CV without colors, without a lot of formatting. So I choose this one and I say choose templates. Are you creating a new resume or you already have one? We're creating a resume, so it will help you create that resume step by step. If you already had a resume, you can actually update that and start with that. Okay, so for a lot of us, you might have resumes already, you can update that. So we're going to start with our name. I'm going to be Jane Doe. Oh, this is my name, right? Shei Obasi. My city is St. Catharines. You can put your city or whatever city it is. Let's say you are in Lagos. Yeah, Lagos. The province is Lagos as well. Lagos doesn't have to postcode. Your phone number is there. Say 080 348 5678. Yeah, and then your email. Just put your email. Let's say you put Eddie eddie@gmail.com or whatever. Just put your own. And then you click next. So we're done with like the personal or your own name and all that. So you work history. What do you need this resume for? Are you seeking for a job or is it a different reason? Of course, we're seeking for a job. So you say seeking for a job, work experience. Now, here's what you need to know. Employers scan your resume to see if you're a match. We'll suggest bullet points that make a great impression. I have said it before in a previous video that employers use an ATS system to scan your resume. So they are looking for the keywords of the job. If they find those keywords, yes, they will move forward with your resume. If they don't find those keywords, your resume might not stand out. So we're clicking the next button. And at this point, we're going to be talking about the job title. Tell us about your most recent job. We'll start from your most recent and we're going to work backward. So we're going to start with, let's say my current job title is account manager. And then, funny enough, by the time you put account manager, you can see that it brings up a lot of suggestions for you. So it can be account manager, key account manager, whatever. We'll go account manager. My employer is ABC Nigeria Limited, because I'm going to assume that I'm in Nigeria looking for a job. The location of that job is in Apapa, Lagos. And I started working there in January of 2020, in the heat of COVID, right? And I currently work here. So I'm going to say I currently work here. And, you know, I said I had a work experience of 3 to 5 years when we started. So I'm going to put in another job. So in this job now, not time to put in another job. This is where you're going to have to put your job responsibilities. Yeah. Now, if you say no thanks, if you click the no thanks, then of course it'll take this away. But what I recommend is add recommendations, and then you can go in here and make changes, or you can also add more from here. You don't want to put too many bullet points because you don't want your CV to be too long. Then the second suggestion is that you need to come in. I would suggest you come in here and make adjustments. So don't use this primarily because there are a lot of people who will be using this resume builder. You don't want your CV to sound and look the same with others, right? So you're going to come in here and make changes. They've talked about address problems with accounting and all of that. You can also browse the other job tasks that are here and look if there's any that actually suits your own experience. I like these ones that have numbers and amounts. So manage book of business worth, who knows, $200,000. Of course, you would have converted it from your own currency across maybe 20 or pounds or something. Yeah, those ones like job tasks that are actually show what you did in terms of numbers is really, really great. Yeah. So after you've completed that, so you now have your job description, you have your job title, you're going to the next. Now you can always go back, yeah, and change anything you want to change. You can pick something and then bold it. So if you wanted to bolden this so that they can, you know, see that one very well, you can bold it. So that, you know, the recruiter can see that, wow, you managed all of that. So you can go to next. This is what you're looking at. This is how it's looking right now, account manager and all that. You can add another position here. I don't want to waste too much time, but of course you can add another position and go through the steps that we just did for the account manager ABC Nigeria Limited, or you can click next. And this is when you need to add your this is when you need to add your education. So it's asking, do you have any more work experience? No, we don't have any more. But if you do have more, added. So education, employers quickly scan through the education section. We'll take care of the formatting so it's easy to find. Yeah, that's what you need to know. So you click the next button and then you say what you have. So let's see. I have a bachelor's. I wonder why they would say prefer not to answer. So we recommend adding scholastic honors or accolades, relevant coursework, including those studied those studies related to minor concentration. So the pro tip they are giving here is that add any accolades you got while you were studying, any relevant coursework to this job, any studies you've done, even minor concentration. So even if you did an online training or you did a course that was not even your main studies, and it's going to add, it's going to show that you have relevant education or training or coursework to this job, please, please, please always add those as well. So now you go ahead and add your school name, University of Lagos, or whatever your school is. Now, if it's a school that they have populated here, it will show, and then you can pick from there. School location, it's in Lagos, of course, it's in Yaba, Lagos. The degree that I got, so I got a bachelor's of science in accounting, of course. And then I graduated in, let's say it was in July of the year 2018. Next. Bachelor of Science. If you had any other education, you put it here. Let's go back and see. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, so if you had any other education, you'll be adding it here. The next one is to go to skills. Now, employers scan skills for relevant keywords. Yeah, so they also look at skills in addition to your education. So they are going to suggest some skills that are personalized for you. If you don't want the skills, say no thanks. If you wanted it, they found 4 skills for account manager. You can add those skills. And just like we did with the task, you can browse this list and add other skills that you think might be relevant to you. Please only add relevant skills. Don't just add skills just for the sake of adding. The tip that I will give you here is add skills that you have seen in the job ad. Please, before you're writing your resume, make sure you've studied the job ad, have the job ad by your side, and then, use that to choose the skills, yeah? Just browse it and see the skills that they have actually highlighted in the job and be choosing those skills. So the next is to go to your summary. Your summary shows employers that you're right for their job. And of course, this website is going to help you write a great summary. Summaries are really, really important to put in resumes. I would suggest putting a summary in your CV or your resume. It will stand out. Sometimes employers look at your summary, first of all, to just give them some kind of idea of what you have to offer. So you can just choose one here. Yes, there are like 4 or 5 here. Oh, there are more than 4 or 5. There are lots. Choose one. And as usual, make sure that you are, editing it, making it look more like you, making it different, making it unique to you, right? And of course, you can always do a preview here to see what you've done so far. And if you click on these tips, it will give you certain tips that, can help you with what you're doing so far. So I don't want to go distract us. But then if you click on tips, if you don't have time to tailor your entire resume for a specific job application, at least change this section so it matches the opportunity. Yeah. Write a career overview so that hiring managers can immediately see that they can see the value you bring. You don't know how to write it, choose one of our examples and edit to match your background. Make your summary sound stronger by writing it in the present tense. So write it in the present tense, not in the past tense. Focus on what you can do for the company rather than what you did in the past. So your focus in writing the summary should be what you can do for them. Yeah. High-level sales cycle knowledge, strong collaborative skills leading to optimal outcome, the thing that you've done and what you can do for them. Now, the next one is languages. Now, languages might not really be important on a Canadian CV, except you can speak French language. So Canada is a dual language country. There's French and English. So if you can speak French, then please put it here. If you cannot speak French, then it is expected that you can speak English or maybe Mandarin, if you can speak Mandarin or any of those languages that, has a high population of people in Canada. So Mandarin is one of them. And yeah, so that's it. So Mandarin, French, or maybe English. So we're just going to save and go to next. And this is where you're looking at hobbies. So hobbies, do you have anything else to add? Hobbies, don't just add hobbies because you just want to add. Add hobbies that are in line with the job that you're doing, that will show extra skills, that hobbies that you've done that will show extra skills to what you've been doing. So you can add a hobby with teaching accounting. Accounting. So if you are an accountant, you know the kind of hobbies that would strengthen your value in the eyes of the employer. So if you have affiliations, maybe you have ICANN, you can put that here. Any other additional information or things you've accomplished. Certification. So if you have an accounting certification, or there's somewhere where website portfolio. Now, there are some jobs where you might want to put your portfolio if you're an architect and applying for an architect job. You might want to put your portfolio, or if you are an arts manager, you might want to put your portfolio. So all of that you would put later. So you go to next. This is where you talk about your accomplishments. Remember, I clicked on accomplishments. So whatever your accomplishments are, you put it. They have also given examples here. So you can choose one, or you can choose a couple of them, add them together, and then sort of like, edit it to suit more of what you feel your accomplishments are. Now we go to next. This one is where you talk about your affiliation. So are you a Toastmaster? Are you affiliated to a certain organization, maybe International Association of Administrative Professionals, whatever the association is, that is the one that accountants or whatever your profession, people in your profession join. You can click on that and add it. Of course, you can just add whatever affiliations you have. If it is not on this list, you can add it yourself. Yeah, click next. What certifications do you have? So this is where you put all your ICANN or whatever certification you have, CSP. If you have ICANN, of course, you're putting your ICANN, write it out in full. If you're a certified accountant, whatever that is, you add it here, certified accountant. This is also a big deal if you have certifications. It shows that you've gone the extra mile beyond probably your bachelor's and you become certified with one organization, especially if it's one that is accepted worldwide. So your teaching experience, the reason teaching accounting, I talked about hobbies. I said one of my hobbies is teaching accounting. So teaching accounting is my hobby. So this is just a demo. If you have put a hobby, I would advise that you talk about what you have learned from that hobby, or the skills that you have developed from that hobby. That's a great way to add hobbies. Okay, next. Additional information. So anything you want the employers to know, do you want them to know that you were the youngest person to graduate in your class, or you graduated with the highest score in your class, or even though you're an accountant, you also can sing, or you also have a strong affiliation with numbers, you remember numbers, whatever it is that you want the employer to know, you add it there. And this is where you now click the next button and you finalize. Now they say this section can't be empty. Discard it because I didn't put anything there. So they said it's looking good. This resume template is optimized with smart applied technology to rank higher than other applicants, which is great. Now let's finalize the optimized resume. We go next. And this is your resume. You can see it's my name, my address, all of that, my work experience, education, my languages, affiliations, certifications, and teaching accountancy. You can see that this CV is just one page here. It is always good to have it like 1 or 2 pages. If you have a lot of experiences, 3 at the most. So you can do your spell check here. It is always good to do spell check. No spelling errors were detected. Templates and colors. Are you okay with that? I think I'm fine with that. If you wanted to add any section, I wanted to add websites or additional information, you do that. But if you're fine, you just click the finish resume. You sign in with Google, or you create an account with your Google, and then you save and do next. And then your resume will be sent to your email address, and you have a winning resume that you can use. Isn't that cool? So we're back. So I had so much fun building that CV, and I hope you did too. And you saw the value of that website. it can actually help you develop winning resumes. And like I said before, if you already have a resume, you can bring that in and it will just help you make certain changes or good changes to resume just to make it perfect. Yeah. So if you got value from that, don't forget to like this video and share it so that a lot more people see it. And it also helps the website. It also helps this channel and it encourages me to do more. I want to point out that website can also help you build a perfect cover letter. I always advise people, if you're applying for jobs in Canada or anywhere else, sure you're adding a cover letter to your CV, not just sending the CV. If you want me to do a video demonstrating how to build a cover letter with that website, don't forget to leave a comment to say, yes, build us and do a demo for cover letter, and I'm going to do it. But I need to see that you actually do want it. So like and leave that comment if you want me to build that resume. So I'm wishing you all the best. Getting a job is not rocket science. So long as you take the strategies that you learn here, take the tips, do what you need to do, remain positive, won't give up, have the never die spirit. Eventually, you will be smiling to your interviews and you'll be getting your job offers. And I wish you the very best. Don't forget to share this video and don't forget to also take the time to build your resume. I'll talk to you in the next video, and don't forget that it's not over until you say it's over. God bless you and have a lovely rest of the day.